Greetings and welcome back to yet another episode of the Binding of Isaac Repentance, and today I want to serve you a challenge run. Why a challenge run? Well, mainly because I've been doing them for the past week or so, and as you can see, I've actually got through quite a few of them, and I'm missing a couple more, like Owen String, The Guardian, Pokemon, Scatman, Seeing Double. Some are easy, some are hard. I'm also missing some of the really hard challenges, like Ultra Hard, but that comes after I unlock some other stuff. But for now, I wanted to do Own and Streak. I tried it yesterday once, I ended up losing because it was kind of late and I had some other things I had to do. That's a book. And I thought it would make an interesting video, essentially. And you might be like, well, why would you think that? And that's because this challenge is quite interesting. It has interesting parameters. Essentially, you have chocolate milk. We have quite a bit of damage. But every time we miss a shot, meaning we don't hit an enemy or like a target, like a barrel, we end up taking half a heart of damage. And as you can imagine, that makes this game quite a bit more difficult, especially with certain enemies which zoom around or teleport. It's very easy to miss them. There's also the extra added, let's say, challenge of picking up certain items which have a tendency to mess up your run. Like, for example, piercing shots used to work this way, because with piercing shots, essentially every single shot you hit an enemy with, it's gonna travel right past them, and they're not gonna they're gonna end up dying, but you're not gonna hit in the sense that your tear disappeared when it came in contact with the enemy. See, that's just how it works. And because of that, you're gonna end up taking damage. Now, I've heard online, the birds have told me, I've caught wind of it, that apparently in Repentance, piercing shot now works with this. I really thought he was gonna stop his charge a bit sooner than that. The piercing shot now works, so if you do end up finding it, I'm gonna pick it up. Nobody ever called me a coward before. That's not true. I've been called a coward many a times. But I will pick it up and we'll see what happens. If I end up losing a round on account of that, so be it. It's a Sunday. I don't care. So yeah, it's a Sunday. Hopefully, like, you're having a nice day. I just got finished. Oh my god, troll bomb. I just finished preparing some things for work. School specifically, like just some work. Like some worksheets and stuff. Like, it was productive. I had a good morning, and now I'm just playing some Isaac, dude. It's great time, and the weather outside is quite nice. And I have another bone to pick with the weather. I mean, I know, like I picked up on bell peppers before. What's next? Olives? Not olives. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna take any devil deals just because I feel like health is very valuable in a challenge run like this, and so we'll just rely on devil deals. On angel deals. So yeah, weather, right? I mean, everyone is like, oh, I love a sunny weather. I mean, it's fine. Don't get me wrong. Like a nice, lukewarm, sunny weather where it's not too bright outside, or it's just fine. Like, it's just a nice sunny day, right? It's fine. It's great. Like, I don't have anything against it. I will admit it has its charm for sure. But the best weather is the gray, gloomy weather. That's kind of warm. Like, it can be too cold. It can be too wet. Like, a rain is not. Is this an XL floor? Oh no, it's a second floor. Wait, what? How am I on the second floor? Isn't this the first floor? I'm so confused. Oh, right. I remembered something. See, like, these rooms are gonna be difficult. I cannot handle these enemies with any semblance of accuracy. I remember that one of the viewers wanted for me to put this on, so people. I mean, that's my bad because I was charging and then I went into the menu, and then when I exited the menu, I wasn't holding the button anymore, so I ended up getting hit. But yeah, one of the viewers wanted for me to put an item HUD on, and I find it kind of. Distracting a little bit, and that's why I avoid it. But it's honestly, oh my god, I like automatically whenever I charge, I just start charging again, and I should probably get out of the habit of doing that. And now I really realize that bookworm is probably gonna be is not gonna be a positive for us, because we're gonna shoot 2 bullets out, and one of them is gonna hit and kill the enemy, and the other one is not. So we're up for a fun run. I don't hold out much hope for this one, but maybe we'll see what happens. I was talking about the weather, because, you know, that's the most interesting topic in this entire planet. But the weather, like, everyone is so hyped about sun. And it's, like, great, like, it gave us life. It's perfect, like, it generates oxygen, or at least it helps generating oxygen with the plants and whatnot. And, you know, that's pretty cool. Like, I'll never... Oh. I mean, honestly... Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, as soon as one shot misses, I'm gonna end up taking damage. So I need to be extra careful not to, like, because if I aim it well, like, if I center it, like, both shots hit at the same time, and that's just... Tell me that this doesn't... Okay, this doesn't hurt me. Perfect. I could theoretically just walk around shooting with that and not worry about anything else. So that's pretty good. Anyway, the sun. Sun is good. It gives us life. It's nice and warm. It makes us toasty. Like, it's all things that a girl could ever want. But the real boon, like the real good weather, in my opinion, is the slightly gray tinted weather, which feels like the apocalypse is upon us. Like, that's the real chill factor. Because like, you have to think about it in terms of, like, potency, right? Because, like, when it's gray outside, a little bit gray. Oh no, he just jumped. How did he dodge? Shoot this fella. Nice. Because when it's a little bit gray outside, first of all, you're not, like, dealing with an abundance of the sun. And again, like, we just established the sun is good, but a little bit too much sun is not good. Because it can burn you, it's a bit too warm, like, it's hot, you know, like a hot summer day. I don't know, I'm not a fan. Like, maybe some people like the hot weather, but I'm, like, personally, when the weather is hot, I mean, when it's hot outside, when the weather is hot, what does that even mean? When it's hot outside, I just can't really, like, do anything, to be fair. Like, you can't go outside and have a nice time. You can't, like, even inside is too hot. Like, when you reach peak summer, and again, that depends on the region where you're from, I would imagine. But at least here, when you reach peak summer, like, it gets unbearably hot, and it's not a fun time. Like, honestly, it's not... what people make it out to be. And it's like, oh, you know, we're gonna go surfing, and it's like, we don't even have the sea, you know. I mean, we have some sea, but it's not exactly accessible. Like, I bet, like, in California, people have a great time when it's super hot and sunny outside, especially if you're into the water sports, right? But here, man, like, when it starts scorching the earth, like, you better just... Oh, that's a hard room. Oh my god, spiders. When it starts scorching, like, your best bet is, like, just turn the AC on and just hope for the best, honestly. I'm not gonna risk anything I don't have to. Spiders are erratic, they move in weird... I mean, honestly... I won't even comment that. No further comment. Monsters too actually might not be that bad, because I can like, relying on my shots is like, it's fine. Like, it's I mean, but that sometimes that happens, right? And I should have gone to that first. I keep forgetting that. There's no excuse. I should have just gone for that. I do keep forgetting, like, that. Like, this is a challenge run. And, you know, I keep, like, charging it up, and it's like the muscle memory is hard to get through. And, you know, like, that's where a lot of this challenge comes from, like, just having to fight with your muscle memory, like, how you approach rooms, dodge. Because when you play this game for, like, 1,000 hours, like I have, and I'm sure many of you have, like, you just, like, instinctively approach rooms. You just, oh, I see, like, this is a room where I approach it, like, in this direction, and then I go down and up. But you can't really do that here, because if you do it, and, like, essentially you're limited with how much damage you can do. Did I just touch the spikes? Because that sucks. I don't even have... There was a tinted drug there. Like, you just automatically approach some rooms, but the problem is, like, you're not shooting at the same rate that you're used to, which means that it's gonna throw everything off a little bit. And it's a mess. Hopefully Monsters 2 does a ton of damage now, so we can, like, one-shot some bosses, or at least help us get there. And to be fair, like, bosses are probably the least of our concerns in this run. And getting this many Spirit Hearts is just fantastic. Because bosses are big targets, they're not hard to miss. I mean, they're easy to not miss. They're easy to hit. That's probably the best way to phrase that. And certainly, like, certain small enemies, as you saw, the little spiders, like, that's what's really problematic in this one. But we will count this as... Again, like, I was like, oh, there's a poop. I'm just gonna let him, like, charge into it. But because I have the spider shot, like, it didn't work out. Monstro, you missed. You son of a gun. You damn imbecile. You missed. The Wretched, like, shouldn't be too hard. Like, let's be fair here. Oh, okay, perfect. And I'll just kill the little spiders with my spider shot. I feel like that's completely fair. Oh no, it's gonna take forever. Okay, I just went for it. It's fine. Okay, I just went for it. If it comes too close, I'll just send it. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens, right? I'll also count this as my first official, like, attempt, because even though I did a run before, I stopped it after like a minute. And yesterday when I did a run, I stopped because I had a movie to watch with my movie group. So I don't count those. They're not real attempts because my heart wasn't in it. I just really want to brag about completing hard challenges in my first try. Did you see that shot? That was sick. I mean, that was alright. I want to say pathetic, but maybe Monster just needs a little bit of encouragement to do some damage, so that was alright. You did what you could do. Die, please. I'll ask you once again politely. The Emperor, actually a good card. We can use it on the Cathedral to get to Isaac as soon as possible and avoid some of the really annoying rooms up there. A lot of enemies which teleport or disappear, you know, it just doesn't lend itself well to a challenge of this caliber. When I say caliber, it sounds like we're in the heavyweights, but Onan Streak, like, to be fair, like, it's not... Or I guess what I'm trying to say, there's so many harder challenges in Isaac. Don't get me started on the original loss where you had to complete the game without getting hit a single time. That was that was a feat and a half. I mean, mostly down to luck, like just which items you gotta decide. Oh, that was my spider. Okay. You hear the spider noise, it's like, oh, it is coming. Also, bombs, probably very useful. This is something I'm beginning to realize, especially in Repentance. Like, bombs have always been kind of good, like underrated, I feel, like not used enough. But especially Repentance because they ignore boss armor, I think. At least that's my current information. They're actually really useful against bosses. And again, like in challenges like this, where you don't get a ton of damage, or like you can't afford to do a ton of damage, like they just seem great. Again, I don't know what hit me there. Did I just brush against the hitbox? I really feel like the hitbox of Isaac has increased. I should use my monsters. Yeah, well. Sucks. At least I get an enemy to help me every time I get hit. That's pretty cool. Health up, a fantastic pill. I feel like there's a secret room here. Sometimes all you need is a feeling, and oh my god, getting hit because you get a double shot feels so bad. Oh my god, twice. Twice. Maybe I had some iframes, so... Oh my god, this is so big. That guy torched himself. Lol, idiot. Okay, boss time. Monster against... I mean, you missed again. Again, to be fair, that's completely my fault. I should bait the laser attack and then use Monstro. Or, like, not try to shoot him while he's bouncing around. Again, completely my fault. Nice. Please shoot. No, not that. Shoot your laser. I can't. I really need an angel build. I feel like, I mean, when I say I really need it, I'm just saying like it would help immensely. please shoot laser. Laser. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, you just say it and you get it. Seraphim, also, like, again, I'm not, like, it's actually pretty good. Because, oh my god, the spirit hearts are raining. It's pretty good because, like, we're doing passive damage with Seraphim itself. And you know, like, it adds up. Like, Seraphim is genuinely one of the items which deals a significant amount of damage. It might be, like, the best familiar, or, like, one of the best familiars. I've always seen it that way. Maybe that's not fair. Sorry for the less banter than usual. I mean, to be fair, like, I don't... like, what people get out of this video. Like, I'm not even sure, like, what I'm gunning for. Like, am I like, a type of commentator who, like, banters? Am I the type of person who talks about the game? Or, like, am I a bit more educational? Like, I just flip-flop between... like 4 different personas, I feel. Maybe that's like the added unique charm of watching this. Because I've always been a bit, not absent-minded, just all over the place. It's baked into my DNA. And you know, I actually, like, I used to be, I wouldn't say ashamed of it. Like, I always felt bad about it. Because it's like, I just want to focus on one thing and become really good at it. But, like, you can't. I mean, you can, but I can't. Because, like, I'm always jumping from one thing to another. Oh, my. Yikes. Yikes, okay. So, picking up, again, the fruitcake. I'm well aware of how terrible of an idea that was. Because, again, random effects make the entire challenge more random. But, you know, we'll try. Like, if we win with this, it's gonna be a legendary run. I was saying, though, like, being like, all over the place, I was always the type of... oh, no, I should egg him first, of course. I was always the type of person who was kind of all over the place. I was doing a million things at once. And, like, I jump from hobbies, I would say, pretty frequently. It always feels bad, because it's like, you see these people who invest a ton of hours or energy into like, a single thing, and they become really good at it. And it's like, wow, that's so cool. Like, I want to do that on some level, right? But then it's like, I do something for, like, I don't know, 50 hours, and it's like, oh, you know, I gained a decent skill at it. Like, I'm not a noob anymore. I see that I'm becoming much more proficient than I was. But I'm not willing to eke, like, the extra 5% I could from this to become really good at it. At the cost of, say, another 100 hours. And I was like, man, I'm, like, so undisciplined. But it's like, no. Like, I mean... maybe, but I don't think I am undisciplined, though. Let me just put that out there. But I do think it's a genuine, like, not a struggle, but it's genuine. It was a genuine concern for me. But, like, truly, like, if you're also that kind of person, like, don't feel bad. Like, I feel it's kind of cool. Like, we're in an age where, like, let's be honest. Like, a lot of people are not that interesting. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I said it maybe like it's a bad thing, but it's just like people, like, usually, like, they have work and they focus on one thing specifically, and, you know, that's very fair. And, like, you have 1 or 2 hobbies, and it's all, like, that's all nice. But the variety is missing, I feel like. Usually you can pretty much narrow down people to like, a couple of things. Oh, like, he's a movie guy, or yeah, this guy, like, he's into fine china or something, you know, like, maybe that's specific, but and you know, that's great. Like, I think it's great that we have people like that, and I kind of aspire to be like that in some ways. But I also feel like it's okay if you're the kind of person who, like, never commits to anything. I mean, when it comes to, like, hobbies, like, maybe not committing to, like, a place of work or something might have more trouble, but it's not really important. I'm talking about, like, hobbies, like, personal fulfillment. Oh my god, I'm gonna, like, this is gonna be a difficult one, huh? That was the greatest bomb of my life. So yeah, like, being that fulfilled by doing different things, like, it's a skill just as much as being really good at one thing is, right? Because it takes a lot to be really, like, to find joy in many different things, and that's something that I think is kind of unappreciated, or maybe not appreciated enough in our society. And I'm really, like, over the years, like, I'm really glad that I can find the beauty in like all these different things that interest me. Like, I can make a YouTube video and then I can go offline and like do something else. Like, I can read a magazine, I can like try to learn the piano, I can juggle and stuff like that. I mean, I just named like three of the most inane things. To be fair, like, reading a magazine is not that impressive, but like, I know people who don't really read, especially like magazines. They think it's an old person thing or whatever. And having the ability to be like, well, you know, like, this is actually kind of enjoyable, and having and like being passionate about it, I suppose, is really not. I'm not gonna use this, but I will open this. Oh, this is good because it gives me more chance at spirit hearts. And this might be good because it's like the world. Yeah, this is good. And the rest can just stay here, as far as I care. We really only need to get through the next floor, and then we're pretty much, there's the home run, as long as we don't lose too much health. Like, if the going gets tough, I can just rely on my familiars. But yeah, with all that said, like, Isaac is one of those games which I find myself getting back to. Like, it hits a certain chord in my brain that I just find really enjoyable, and like, I really enjoy the whole process of like getting better and getting to know the game more. What was that? Oh my, like, taking Monstro was the biggest mistake of my lifetime, actually. There's some red hearts on the floor, but oh my god. No! That's a shame. I mean, I did expect it. Like, I don't know what happened to Daddy Longlegs. He used to be a pushover. Like, I don't know what's up with my language today, but I'm just unable to speak. But Daddy Longlegs used to be such a pushover, and now he's actually like a legendary boss. Like, I just cannot dodge him. Like, when he stomps his head down, just impossible. And then I forget that he does his like little quick legs, and there's like shadows on the floor. Like, they just feel a bit faster, probably because they are faster. And then I end up getting hit. So that's a shame. So my first attempt wasn't as successful as I hoped it would be. Honestly, like, 80% of the blame is on Monstro, because he missed literally every drop he tried to do. And because I'm kind of limited with time, I think I'm just gonna upload a fail. Maybe only for the reason because it had some encouraging commentary at the end. Otherwise, I'd probably scrap this one. So, with all that said, hopefully you enjoyed my attempt and my failure of this run. And hopefully, I'm gonna see you in a more successful run next time. So, goodbye!